Hello, everyone. I had a pretty good week in duels last week as my first full week in the Master 1 division. I finished off in my last video at the highest elo I've ever been at a 993. I want to see how the results actually look for last week officially. So let's actually see how I did. All right, well, I didn't get demoted. I maintained Master 1. 993, like I said, I finished 23rd, so finishing the bottom of the pack here in the Master 1 division. Really can't be any happier with the performance that I had. I mean, the maps are very difficult, the players are very good, but I'm just happy to say that I've been studying a lot and I was able to really put a lot of what I had learned and been learning into the game, implement them into the game, make good decisions, and ultimately win quite a few games to keep me in the Master 1. As with any new week, really unsure what to expect. Not much I can do other than just see the game and play, hopefully, about as best as I can. So let's get into the first duel of the week and see if I can get a win to put me up over 1,000 rating for the first time ever. Okay, we got a really good looking opponent here. I need to wait for good luck on this. They've won 3 out of their last 5. Definitely will be a hard game here. I don't recognize that taxi. Although I believe this should be somewhere in Russia. Very long antenna. Not too familiar on the Russian metas here for the cars. I'm not sure if these are the Eastern bollards up here, but we shall see. Okay, they were absolutely the Eastern bollards. I was slightly closer. Basically broke even on the round, though, here with the opponent. Okay. Strada Privata. Sounds like it could be Italian. This likely is Italy. Definitely is Italy. Not really sure where to go here. I'm just going to go kind of plonk it here in the middle. I'm just going to hope to get out of this round and play until I can get rounds where I can really pinpoint something and hopefully knock a player out. But for now, I don't know. The other player does exactly the same thing. It was just slightly north. Again, breaking even with the opponent here. Just need to center plonk where I can, and like I said, where I know I could deploy a good guess, I will do so. This is Russia again. Flat landscape. The shorter antennas I feel like are more common. I feel like they're more common in the western part of the country here. I'm going to go outside of the Moscow area. Mindful that there are birch trees, could be north, but I'm not sure. The other person goes further east, and it was out here, way out, like kind of east here. Yeah, either of us don't know where we are in Russia, apparently. Um, I believe this truck, I mean, I feel like should put us in either Kenya or Rwanda, um, or Uganda even. I'm not sure. I think that I feel more comfortable going Kenya right now, though. The other person, yeah, they nail it in Rwanda. No problem, though. I had a feeling it could have been that, but no multiplier, just taking damage. Should have trusted my gut on that one. This apparently is Japan. Associate these longer ones on more in the south. I think it's more in the south. I just don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. The person goes more towards the center. Okay, it was actually closer to the center. That's going to do a really good chunk of damage to me there. Is this Quebec or is this Manitoba? Oh, I know it's one of the Canadian provinces. I can't think of which one. Everything green has always been Manitoba, though. The other person goes Manitoba. Okay, and it was actually Ontario. Neither of us were correct. I was slightly closer. Odd looking poles over here. Not sure where to place those. We are in Europe. Wish I had a better look at what these are. Anything else? I just don't know. I'm going to go for it. The other person goes in Germany. Okay, and it was actually east of Hungary. That's going to do a nice chunk of damage to the opponent here. Apparently, Panama. Right? Should be Panama. The truck. Latin American looking. The person goes Panama as well. Okay, it was Panama. This is going to do some damage to me. Multipliers are getting huge. Very formidable opponent here. Let's see what happens in these later rounds. Very well could be the United States. See these houses on stilts. And I would think, I mean, this could be, doesn't look like a Carolina-style house. Maybe down here in the Gulf, Louisiana. I mean, this could very well be Canada, too. I just don't know. I'm just kind of going on feels here. Let's go in the southeast United States. The other person goes in Canada. Oh, wow, it was Louisiana. What a guess. Knocking the player out of the game. Good game. That is going to bump me up over to 1,000 on the ELO for the first time ever. Extremely happy with that. I mean, it shows that I'm in 7th place here being demoted. I think there's more games, but 1,008 on the ELO. I have finally arrived. I have finally eclipsed the 1,000 ELO rating. I mean, that is a milestone that I've been working on for some time. Friends of the channel who have been watching my duel series that have been with me. I really appreciate you sticking around and helping me as much as you have. You're a big part of this, but I'm just happy to finally show that a lot of the studying, a lot of the help that I've got from you, and it has yielded me 1,000 on the ELO. Major milestone for me. I'm really happy with that. As much as I would just like to revel in this, I do need to keep playing some more games. So I'm going to play probably at least 2 more games today. Win or lose, I'm not going to sweat anything. I'm extremely happy to finally have this eclipsed and have that milestone out of the way. So let's get into another game here. Let's hopefully I can keep this huge win streak going. I'm 5 for 5 out of the last 5. Really good looking opponent here. 991. Waving for good luck as always. This is India. I feel like that's a concrete pole. Yeah, well, what do I know? I actually am not sure. I'm just going to go here in the middle of the country. The other person goes in the south. We kind of split the difference there. Almost. I was able to do a little bit more damage. Sun is in the south. Extremely dry. Turkey comes to mind. I'm just going to go Turkey, somewhere in one of the drier areas. Make sure that's, yeah, the sun is definitely south. And I'm not sure where else to really put this thing. The other person goes in the east of Turkey. Okay, and it was southeast of Turkey. Well, more like the south, but either way, kind of breaking even on that. Too much information to look at here. This is Vietnam. There's a canal here. Don't see any of those like trapezoid type pole tops to place me in the north. Yeah, really, I don't know enough. Kind of maybe these double ones. I feel like I associate these more with Cambodia. I don't know if it's going to be that far south if I can commit like that. Canals, I feel like also, yeah. I mean, I'm all over the place here. I associate this kind of pole top more with like a Cambodian thing. I'm just going to go down here in the south, like closer to Cambodia, and hope that it is a good enough guess. The person goes further south and pretty much 5K'd. Excellent guess on their part. Don't know how they recognize that city. Maybe I missed something. Oh, blue fire hydrant. I know right where I am. Thank you to Elegy, friend of the channel, for letting me know about blue fire hydrants in Croatia. It is more mountainous. I guess I'm just going to go along this way. Place the pin here. The other person goes in Hungary. Oh, it was Austria. Oh, geez. Okay, I got a little bit confident there. I saw blue fire hydrant and I went Croatia. Did not realize they had them in Austria as well. Sun's in the north. I mean, I guess I'm getting Australia kind of vibes off of this. You know, these like gum trees. Not sure if this is going to end up being in South America. I'm going to go down like this way. I'm not really sure. I think it gets kind of hilly down this way. The other person goes in Brazil. Okay, that was a good guess. Massive chunk of damage to me. Kicks me out of the game. Good game, though. Had no idea where I was. Maybe if I had a second look at that, I could have went Brazil, but oh well. Dropping down to 12th place, 991. No, that was an unfortunate loss there. I think Brazil probably made a little bit more sense, but I really didn't know what I was looking at that last round. Busts me back down into 14th place here, 991. I'm no longer 1,000 elo. Gonna play another game here and just lock in. Eventually, I had to get kicked off that win streak. Okay, got a great looking player here, over 1,000. Winning a lot of games. 3-game win streak. I don't know what to make of this. I don't think this is Nigeria, is it? I mean, there's a follow car. It doesn't look like the police. Well, maybe it could be. Yeah, again, like if this is a bad guess, I really don't know where else to go. I mean, this kind of could be like a police car type thing. Let's go Nigeria and hope it works. The other person goes in Brazil. Okay, it was Nigeria. Thought that one a little bit. Yeah, it was. Just wave at him. I don't know what else to do. Potential Colombian cross right here. Don't know what kind of plantation that is. Looks maybe like more like a Muslim type person. I gotta go Colombia. I don't like these pole tops, but I feel like that looks like a Colombian cross, so maybe it is Colombia. The person goes Colombia as well. Okay, I had a very good guess here again. Doing a nice chunk of damage here. So hopefully I don't mess this one up, but we'll see. Sun is in the south. Very dark fields. No car meta at all to work with. Feels like it could be Mediterranean. I'm thinking Turkey or maybe Spain. Just so far apart from one another. But I have seen like these darker kind of fields, I think, in Spain. Anything else I can gather? Yeah, this is a straight toss-up. I can't just determine whether it should be Turkey or Spain here. I see these like olive trees. Maybe let's just go Spain. The other person goes Spain. Okay, it was actually Bulgaria. Actually, it was Turkey. 50-50 did not pay off. Oh well. Can't tell on that sun. I feel like this should be like New Zealand though. Yeah, this is New Zealand. And I think this environment would be more indicative of the southern island. I'm gonna go in South New Zealand here. The other person goes north. Oh wow, was I in the North Island? Okay. Here we are in Japan. Fall coverage. These silver plates put it. Where's Japan? I think silver plates put us over this way. I'm just gonna hedge it here. The other person goes further south. Okay, and it was actually in the north. It's enough to knock the player out of the game. Okay, so good game. You know, I didn't have too good of a game last game, but coming in this week pretty hot. Winning 2 out of my 3 games. That should be enough to bump me back up over 1,000. Let's go. 1,008. Feeling just over the moon excited about 1,000 ELO rating for the first time. And I'm happy to say that I can shut the video down today, finishing over 1,000. You know, still seeing the game pretty good, all things considered. It's a tough map to play on, but right now I've got nothing to complain about. I mean, this is a huge milestone has been achieved for me, like I said earlier, and I'm just really happy. Anyway, I'm going to shut it down now, and I'll be back tomorrow with more duels.